Hello everyone, this is the Elite Gamer here again with another review. This will be my fourth review, but not a movie review this time. This will be another series review on He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, which made its debut from 1983 to 1984. So first off with the title card, which is this. Oh yeah. Those were the days. Picture right there, doesn't it? Here was He-Man and Battlecat. It was good back in the day because it made quite good for a story. Whenever the border of the series was based around an individual called Prince Adam, who was the Prince of Eternia. He would act the coward or act clumsy or pretend to try and sort of get away out of doing chores, when really he was a very thoughtful, grounded and sensible person underneath all that exterior, where whenever crisis or chaos kicked off, him and his cowardly cat Cringer would become He-Man and Battlecat, the most powerful duo in the universe. But alongside the program, it wasn't just that made it what it was today. They also had a great many picture-based books and audio cassettes based upon the illustrious adventures of Masters of the Universe. Such with this particular photo here from Masters of the Universe, the Iron Master. Along the way, he had a lot of allies, including my personal favourite, the Sorceress of Grayskull, voiced by the late Linda Gray, or Gary, God bless her soul. Duncan, or otherwise known as Man-at-Arms. I really loved this scene here when he was doing sort of a Star Wars rip-off, but I found it quite funny. He was always quite gutsy in the series and was always willing to take on Skeletor or one of his men or band when nobody else was there to help, if that ever happened. Next we have another ally, which is He-Man's Man-at-Arms' adopted daughter, Teela, who is also, big spoiler here for people who haven't seen the show. So if you ain't seen the show, switch off now. This person here is not just the stepdaughter of Man-at-Arms, she's also the daughter of the Sorceress of Grayskull. Apparently her husband was killed in an off-screen war, which is, I can find that particularly understandable considering the fact that this was aimed at children as much as adults back in the day, and Man-at-Arms was left to raise her himself, as his heart went out to the mother and child. So yeah, she got trained, and here she is, Captain of the Royal Guard. Well, what do you know? Next we have the clown entity, if you like, of the series. He was mainly there for goofs and gags, sort of maybe to keep the children entertained. His magic didn't always work right. He was voiced by Eric Gundin, if I remember correctly, who was also the gentleman who went on to voice such characters as Cow in the spin-off He-Man series She-Ra. But yeah, it's amazing how funny he could be, especially when he mislays items and you know, bring out next to everything, and it's just so funny sometimes. Ordinarily, all these individuals would be placed together to attempt to defend Eternia and stop Skeletor from, you've guessed it, trying to get his hands on something he should never have. And that is Castle Grayskull. It was said that if, according to the program's premise, if he ever gets into Grayskull, or gets the power of Grayskull, he'll be impossible to beat, and Eternia will be virtually a bittersweet memory. But needless to say, as compared to the old ones. Skeletor seems to give He-Man more trouble in the newer series which is compared to the old one. But I'm always going to prefer this series to the new one, because for two reasons. A, this is the one I grew up with, and B, this spawned the most amount of episodes. This had about 138 episodes total, compared to the really bad remake in 2002's 13 episodes. And that, if you realise, the new series only had 13 episodes in season 2. That is inexcusable. But just briefly going to Snake Mountain here. Now, one of my biggest quips with the series, or shall I say with the toy department of Mattel, was that Snake Mountain in the program looked nothing like it did with the playset of Snake Mountain. I know you're gonna maybe most people will probably think this is, that might be a really silly thing to put it up on, but I don't think it is, because I mean, I was really excited when I saw this. I thought, oh yeah, this would be like what the playset would look like. But you're going to do that when you're that age. You're going to get your hopes up and all for nothing, because it's the way of growing up. It's a way of coming of age. Every day between then and now is a new experience. But yeah, the suspension bridge with the actual playset was a nuisance, because it didn't have a lot of thing in the way of the series. I mean, come on, if you look at this, the suspension bridge is made up of the snake's neck, whereas the toy set is actually made up of just a separate suspension bridge between the two separate peaks in the mountain peak. But yeah, aside from that, they did a really brilliant series. And for those that are living, for the people who are living, or who are dead, I salute them, and I salute every man, woman and child who made this television program possible. Most of all, I thank Linda Gray, wherever she is, and God rest her soul. Until then, this is Elite Gamer saying, thank you for your time, everyone. Until next time.